Hello and welcome to Cuisine Critiques. What is Cuisine Critiques? Well, Cuisine Critiques is honest reviews of restaurants by simple people like you and I. Uh, we're not professionals, but we know what we like. So I've been thinking about this YouTube content for the vlfnation for a while because I'm finding out that some restaurants um, tend to be more faddish because of social media. Um, I found some restaurants, and right now I won't name a couple of that were supposed to be good and have nationwide recognition, but I have eaten at two of these restaurants that were supposed to be good because of social media, and I didn't enjoy them at all. So the disclaimer here: this is not. I am not a professional. Any of the folks appearing on Cuisine Critiques aren't professional either. But I'm hoping that, given the chance that they will give a honest opinion of a restaurant, um, what I would like to do is follow a certain mold where when they go to the restaurant, they'll rate it on the environment, the restaurant itself, the dish that they ordered and consumed, and whether they liked it or not. The service that they received from the wait staff or food delivery, and I don't know if we're going to throw price in there because it's not really something that makes or breaks an opinion. But good service, good food, and an atmosphere definitely does. So I hope that it will be entertaining, if nothing else. But again, this is Cuisine Critiques, and let's rate a restaurant. This is Grill 584. It is located at 710 Huffman Mill Road in Burlington, North Carolina. Um, we went to Grill 584 because it was one of the restaurants that my sister-in-law had eaten at before, and we decided to follow suit. Um, Burlington, North Carolina, is a small town in North Carolina. I have to say that for the most part, the people are friendly that I've had the chance to be around, and it has a charm that has both southern and northern elements. So again, we went to Grill 584, and the following is the critiques of the party, myself, my wife, my brother and his wife, and our experience at Grill 584. So, I guess I'll be speaking for everybody. Um, they didn't want to get on camera, but again, we went to, it's called Grill 584. As I said, it's located on 710 Huffman, Huffman Mill Road in Burlington, North Carolina. And I have to say, one of the strangest things about this restaurant is that it's actually not a standalone restaurant. It is actually part of the Best Western Plus located in Burlington. If you were let off in front and don't pay attention to the entrance to the hotel, you would never know that it is part of the hotel. All right, so let me start with me and what I noticed about the restaurant. in entering. The host staff were very nice. They escorted us to a window seat or booth where we sat comfortably, and as we began to converse, the waiter came, introduced himself, and took our drink order. We all ordered something different. And I'm going to go out of order because I think my wife ordered first, and then my sister-in-law ordered, then followed by my brother, and then myself, I believe. So let me get to my order. I ordered the, let me get it right here. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I want to get the name right. The 584 Angus burger. The 584 Angus burger. I ordered that. Cooked well done with fries. It comes with lettuce, tomatoes, and I ordered grilled onions to go with it. And as if you know me, you know that I'm not in for a lot of the lettuce and tomatoes, but they bought them with the order. I found the burger to be very juicy, very tasty, a good thickness. It came, the temperature was right. The burger was really good. The fries were good, and I'm going to circle back around in a minute. The fries were good, and that was my side order. But let me circle back around to the appetizers. We ordered that appetizers first. Again, anyone that knows me and my wife knows that if they have onion rings, we're going to try your onion rings to see if we like them. Onion rings were very good, thick cut. The crunch was pretty good, and it was shared with the table, and we enjoyed that. My brother, for his dish, he ordered the Carolina crab dip, which is crab meat baked with a Monterey Jack, cream cheese with a hint of Old Bay, and it was served with pita toast points. That wasn't good enough for my brother Brent. Brent likes and ordered, even though it confused our waiter for a bit. He excuse me, he did take it into the kitchen, and they did prepare it to his liking. He wanted sauteed shrimp to be placed on the top, and he usually orders the crab dip. I usually decline, but he was very adamant about me trying it on the pita bread or the pita bread points, and I have to say it was very, very good. They sauteed the shrimp, put it on top, put a little bit of extra Old Bay on it, so it was very, very good. I am a crab cake person. I usually stay away from the crab dips, but I might have, if I can get crab dip as good as this, then I will continue to maybe order it as an appetizer if we have 4 more. Otherwise, the wife and I are going to get the onion rings. So again, like I said, I got the Angus, the 584 Angus burger. Like I said, it was very well done. It was, very well. It was very tasty, juicy. The sides of French fries that they gave me was done very well, and I definitely enjoyed it. The dish my wife ordered was the ribeye. She doesn't like any pink in her ribeye, and I know some of you want some pink in it, but she doesn't like pink in her ribeye, and I am very adamant about giving her what she wants. So the manager, very nice guy, came out and he told us that They don't normally butterfly to make sure that it's cooked through and through. But he returned to the kitchen and then returned to the table and said that they actually found a one that was what they felt thin enough, of not of ample thickness that they could butterfly. My wife likes her steak, and it's just not all ribeye. She's a steak girl. She likes it done very well, no pink, served with sauteed onions. On the menu, they had sauteed onions and mushrooms, but I requested that they don't bring any mushrooms, but it's just sauteed onions. They granted her request, and she thought it was very, very good. My sister-in-law ordered, and I want to be correct with her, hers was the salmon Rockefeller. Salmon Rockefeller, it is baked with creamed spinach, applewood bacon, and Parmesan cheese. This was the first time that she ordered this. She was a little skeptical probably about the cheese as well as the spinach on top. But again, she found out that she liked this very much so. Actually, I can't remember what her side was, but we'll stick with the main dish, which was the salmon Rockefeller that she liked very, very much. She did not finish it at the table, and because she is also a chocolate girl, so she wanted to try the dessert, which I'll swing back around to in a few seconds. My brother, he ordered the chicken grill, which was marinated chicken. Excuse me. Marinated chicken breast, char grilled, and he thought that, by his own words, that it was very good, very tasty. He would definitely order it again should he return there. I shouldn't say if they plan on going back. So that's the 4 orders that we received. I'll circle back around to with my sister-in-law Doris got, and their desserts are desserts for 2. And Brent definitely dug into her dessert, but she got the 7-layer Death by Chocolate. It is a chocolate mousse and a chocolate ganache between layers of moist chocolate cake, laced with Hennessy chocolate sauce, caramel, and white chocolate. I don't have my glasses on. But it had some white chocolate shavings. That's what it was, white chocolate shavings. I didn't get a chance to taste it, but they did. Brent took a sizable amount of it, but she was able to satisfy her dessert and chocolate craving, and take some home, which her mandate to Brent was, because she was driving that day, don't drop the cake. Okay, so the place itself, like I said, you couldn't tell that it was not a upscale restaurant, that it was actually part of the Best Western Plus. You would have never known that if you got dropped off and didn't see that it was. Very good wood appointment on the tables and such. The staff was pretty good. Our waiter, let's just say our waiter was, when we started out, he didn't seem too engaged. It could have been a long and hard day with him. I guess I could say he lacked a little personality, but he was very professional in what he did. We did order a few things. He was waiting on a couple people, so the time for him to return to the table to bring us what we ordered. It wasn't too much, but I guess he seemed to get come over a little bit more as we got into our meal and before we left. So I won't rate him as a bad waiter. I gave him we split the check this time, so we gave him a nice tip. But the manager was very. He checked on us once or twice himself, but he was very personable. He addressed the thing with the steak with my wife. He let us know, where the food was about to be delivered. Coming out. And actually, he came out with the food server to help plate us at the table. I said earlier that price is not part of the critique, but I think that I personally felt that it was worth the amount that we paid for the food, as well as the tip. Like Brent and Dars, I would like to, whenever we go back down to see my brother, I would like to go back to that restaurant as well and maybe try one of the other dishes. They didn't have fried shrimp, which I like to try everyone's fried shrimp or crab cakes. Well, let me say, I'm not big on trying a lot of people's crab cakes, especially outside of Maryland, because though they say Maryland style crab cakes, they don't come as close to doing a true Maryland style crab cake as they might think. But I would definitely go to this restaurant again, and definitely will, because we will, we travel back and forth to Pensacola a couple times a year, and we use or we decide to stay with my brother as a rest point, either going or coming, mostly coming back north. But definitely that will be one of the places that I'm sure that the four of us will return to. But if you are in the Burlington, North Carolina area, it's not far off of 85. If you're traveling south to Atlanta, definitely drop off if you just want to take a few minute break to get off your feet or out of the car a bit, get you something good to eat, sit down. Atmosphere is good. The hostess, the ladies at the front desk were very nice. I think they were a little curious about the way that my brother ordered, and maybe even the way that we wanted steak well done, because a lot of people don't get steak well done, said they disturbs the flavor. But to each his own, and as long as she wants her steak done with no pink, that's the way it's going to be. But everybody was good. Atmosphere was nice. Music was nice. So again, if you're traveling South 85 and you just want to get off the road for a little bit, get something to good eat, pull off and look for Grill 584. You won't be disappointed in the service and or the meal itself. So, first episode of Cuisine Critique. I'm hoping that I don't know how entertaining it was. I'm hoping to have that I won't always be in front of it, because one thing about Cuisine Critique is going to be open to anyone that would like to rate a restaurant that they went to. I am going to ask that when you do rate a restaurant, that you would have gone within 2 weeks of making the recording, so you can give a good, honest opinion of that, and hopefully that the quality or whatever flavor that restaurant has is maintained. Okay, so again, thank you for tuning in to Cuisine Critiques. This was about Grill 584, located in Burlington, North Carolina. Thank you and be blessed.